What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another market update, this time for the vintage collection. And there weren't a ton of really interesting sales, but I did pull up some nice TVC 1.0 that sold. As you can see by this thumbnail, there was a really awesome factory error upside down blister for one of those new Ewok releases. I've got a couple of graded items, a couple of vehicles, things like that. Nothing too crazy, but it's always good to see what's going on with the vintage collection. You guys seem to like these videos, so let's go ahead and take a look. The first one is a really beautiful one. This is the Boba Fett Canadian card with the free rocket firing Boba Fett error offer sticker on the front. So as you can see, the Boba Fett was misspelled for some of these Canadian release early TVC 1.0, and this was a VC09 Boba Fett with the Boba Fett error. And James M, I had to say thanks again to him. He sent me one of these. It's a beauty. I really like it a lot. This one did sell from a trusted seller. Cold Bridge Store is the seller. I've bought from this seller before. Always has really nice Canadian TVC. This one was listed for 220 Canadian dollars, which is about 160 US dollars plus $20 shipping to those of us in the US. So about $180 for that. I thought that was a very fair deal, given the condition was pretty good, very light edge wear at most, and pretty good shape, probably an 85 plus or so, 80, 85, somewhere in there. It had a couple of light dings at the bottom of the card. So there you go, for a data point for those Boba Fett errors. There are a couple on eBay right now. There's a Dengar and a few others. So if you're into those, I know some of you like to get full runs of these Boba Fett errors on the Canadian cards. So just go check out eBay. Next up, I got a couple, again, of the VC13 Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith. And this seller, Power Droid, always has nice ones. I had a number of these I'm going to show you as Patreon exclusive buy it now alerts, and almost every single one of them was purchased. This is one of them. This was an unpunched Darth Vader name pill, free Boba Fett rocket firing mail away offer, and it was in great shape, pretty much case fresh with just light edge wear. That one sold for $150 plus $655 shipping. I thought that price was very fair. There are a number of data points kind of in that $150 price range for an unpunched VC13 with the Darth Vader name pill. I thought this was an interesting one. This one was the VC13 punched example with the Anakin Skywalker name pill, but this one had the very large Takara Tommy sticker on the back. And this one sold over in the UK in an auction for 116 pounds, which is 142 US dollars. You don't see this one very much, these very large stickers with the import Japanese sticker on there. So this is for sale in Japan only in the bottom right on the back of the card, but lots of Japanese writing. And I know a number of you collect those. Tough to find. They don't show up very often, and when they do tend to command pretty good money. So 142 in terms of US dollars, or 116 pounds plus shipping on that one. Next up was a VC34 Jango Fett. It wasn't perfect. It had some light edge wear. It also had a crease on the card, which maybe those looking didn't see very well because the photos are kind of pixelated. This photo looks like it's from an AOL account from 1988, but I don't even think they had AOL in 1988, maybe 1998. But anyway, I think you got to be careful because, you know, this one sold in an auction for 120 US dollars, but it had a very big crease, at least it looks like it to me, on the right-hand side of the card. Now, in near mint plus condition, you might pay I'd say 150-ish. So I think this was an overpay, and potentially they just didn't see the damage on the card. It was kind of hidden by the lack of quality photos there, but you can see the crease right there on the right-hand side. Next up was a Super Battle Droid, and this one's held its value pretty well. You know, when they come up unpunched, which is not often, they tend to command big money. Maybe 6 to 9 months ago, there was an AFA graded example that was unpunched that sold for big money. I mean, it was like $300 or $400 if memory serves. This one was an unpunched example, US card, and it looked to be in really great shape overall. Maybe one little light edge wear in the lower right-hand corner, if I can get it. Let's see here. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I thought it looked like maybe there was some edge wear to it, but it's in really good shape overall. That one sold over in Europe for 150 euros, which is 160 US dollars. So if you're still looking for that Super Battle Droid, which it is an awesome card back. I love the card art on that one. You're looking at about 160 US dollars for that one, unpunched. Same seller also had Commander Gree, and this is VC43. This was another punched example on the US card back. It had the offer paperwork inside, so I'm assuming that the offer sticker either was missed by the factory or it was removed. I don't see any kind of evidence of sticker removal, so it just could be an error of some sort. But nice looking card back. I really like that card art. That one sold for 110 euros in an auction. Only one bid, 117 US dollars on that one. Next up, another Luke Skywalker Dagobah landing with the clear lightsaber. For those of us in the US, that's the harder version to find. This is another one I had in my what to buy video. It sold like that really quick, so congrats to my Patreon supporter who got it. $95 free shipping on that one. That was a bargain, absolute bargain. So this one has continued to come down in price. For a while there, it was very, very expensive, but now sub $100 free shipping is a really good price point. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty close. I think in a star case, it would straighten out the card a little bit, but I would say that's probably an 85 plus condition for the Clear Saber VC44. Next up, another Princess Leia slave outfit, VC64. This one was a punched example, US card in pretty good shape. The blister looked pretty much perfect. And again, this one did have the offer paperwork inside and on the Revenge of the Jedi card back, but it did not have the prototype Boba Fett offer on the card back. So I don't know, you know, some of these just miss it in the factory is my guess, because I don't see, again, any evidence that a sticker was removed on the front of the card back, but you can very clearly see the paperwork inside the blister for it. That one sold for $240, free shipping in a buy it now situation. Another one in my buy it now alerts for my Patreon supporters was this VC70 Ponda Baba. I don't know if one of you all picked it up or not, but it was a beauty. Unpunched with the Boba Fett prototype offer sticker, and it looked to be in pretty fantastic condition. US card, $99 free shipping on that one. So another good deal from a seller that sells very nice high-grade TVC pretty regularly, primitive irons. I see that seller all the time on eBay. This is probably the highest price I've ever seen for a VC88 Princess Leia Sandstorm outfit. This is the deleted scene Blu-ray with the Darth Maul offer US card. That one sold for $170. I think that has got to be a new high. I don't remember one selling that high anytime recently. So it was a buy it now. So, you know, take that for what you will. Sometimes the buy it nows do tend to go a little bit higher for some of these impatient buyers who are filling in, you know, holes in their collection. But you look at that one. That one was just for the Princess Leia Sandstorm outfit for $170. And then you had this one that had the entire wave of deleted Blu-ray figures, and some of them were unpunched. Most of them were unpunched. You had Colonel Kraken, the Rebel pilot Mon Calamari. You had Luke Skywalker, lightsaber construction, obviously the Princess Leia. And then you had a punched example of the General Lando in his Sandstorm outfit. And this entire lot sold for $192.50 plus $12.45 shipping. And you compared to this one for just the Leia, that was $170. So this was a bargain of a deal. And they all look to be in really good shape overall, obviously. So, you know, that's a really good find for somebody. I didn't see it till after it sold. Otherwise, I probably would have put that in a what to buy video. But pretty awesome figure there. Here was another deleted scene Blu-ray figure. This is the Mon Calamari Rebel Pilot unpunched US card. That one sold for $87. That one seems to be about the going rate for just this one. So, I mean, you look at that one plus the Leia, those sold for, you know, let's call that $240 versus this entire lot that sold for $192.50. That was a bargain of a deal. Next up is Oddball, the Clone Pilot. This one was on the unpunched US card with the Darth Maul offer. That one sold in a buy it now for $125. And you might get as low as about $100 on this one now. I saw a few data points that were, you know, maybe slightly under $100, like $98, things like that. So maybe be patient, wait for an auction. But that one was a very clean example, admittedly. It was in really great shape. Next up was Grand Moff Tarkin. This is probably the bargain here. You know, I remember for a time, this was going for $175 or more, unpunched, ungraded. And this one was unpunched, ungraded with the Darth Maul offer, and it was super clean. It looked to be anyway. Maybe some very light scuffing or something on it, but it was very, very clean. I would say an 85 or 85 plus condition minimum. And that one sold for $92. So that's kind of a new low there for Grand Moff Tarkin plus $13 shipping. Next up, I've got the B-Wing Fighter. This box was in pretty pristine condition. I mean, that was a really nice Kmart exclusive, very, very clean box, just light edge wear at the very top there. That one sold for $220 in a buy it now situation, plus $16.99 shipping. So usually these kind of go $250-ish. So, you know, even with the shipping, it was $237. So that's a good buy there for a box that looked to be in really clean condition overall. Next up, I got another Bib Fortuna. They seem to be holding steady on the Fat Bib Fortuna Tatooine from the Book of Boba Fett. Obviously, this was the pack-in for the throne room, and they seem to be holding steady, at least here in the U.S., for about $85 plus $7.85 shipping. So pretty good deal there. Just be on the lookout for some of the scuffs, because the packing, the way Hasbro packed it inside the throne room, some of these did get some scuffs by the ages 4+. On that one. So next up, here's another interesting one. This was that 2-pack, or you know, a wave of 2 for the Dark Times Darth Vader, as well as the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi. But it also had another Hong Kong import sticker on the back of both cards. So you can see there, it's got the import sticker there for the Japanese market. So distribution, Hot Toys Japan. So this was not a Takara Tomy like some of those early 2011, 2012 versions. This one was distributed by Hot Toys Japan. So pretty cool to see that. These did sell in Japan as well. And it was free shipping as well. $100 for those two if you're into those foreign kind of import sticker card backs. I've got some graded items before I dig into that really awesome factory error. Here is an uncirculated 9.0 prune face unpunched. That one sold for $150 plus $19 shipping. And given that this one can go for $100 to $125 ungraded, I thought that was a really good deal. $150 plus $19 shipping. Qui-Gon Jinn, uncirculated 9.0 unpunched US card. Same price, $150 plus $19 shipping. You had Darth Sidious, uncirculated 9.0. And again, that one was an unpunched US card with the Darth Maul offer. That one sold for $130 plus $19 shipping. Pretty good deal there. And then here is Lumat, uncirculated 9.0. It was listed for $250, and it sat on the market for a little bit. And he finally switched it over to a make an offer. And the best offer that was accepted on that one was $215 plus $19 shipping. But, you know, Lumat can go for $140 or more, unpunched, ungraded. So probably about right for a really nice high-grade, uncirculated, designated Lumat VC104. And then finally, I can't remember which subscriber sent this to me, so I apologize, but somebody did send this to me as kind of a FYI for your next market update. So thank you, whoever it was. I apologize. I get a lot of messages. I get probably between private messages on Facebook and Instagram messages and emails to my actionfiguregrader@gmail. I probably get in the neighborhood of 200 messages a week. So I can't remember all of you. I apologize. But I did want to show this one. This one was a factory error that came inside that Ewoks 2-pack. And it was, the blister was attached to the card upside down. So, and the blister looked to be in really good shape too. So this one sold in an auction for $165.50. And quite honestly, I think that's a bargain. I think it's worth more than that. I think you get this one graded. These are the kind of things I get graded because people want to know that it's legit and that it's not a fake. And you can tell that it's not because there's no, you know, blister damage to the area where it should have been attached to the card back. So very cool item though. And you know, just, you never know what these Hasbro factory workers are going to do. You get miscards and you get these weird factory errors with the upside down blister. But that one did sell in an auction for $165.50 plus $11 shipping. And quite honestly, I think that's a bargain. I think it's worth much more than that, you know, in a buy it now situation. I bet if this seller had listed it buy it now for $300, somebody would have paid that. Maybe not. I don't know. But to me, it's worth that. But really cool to see that one sell, and just kind of a random factory error that does not show up very often. And there's probably not many of them out there. So anyway, that's all I really had for the vintage collection today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back soon.